As usual, gonna give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Waha, Bracha, Kadash. Yeah, double honors to the elders and apostles in Israel, who rule and teach well, the Akims and the Iris and Byers and those pushing videos in truth and sincerity to the brothers and sisters in the truth. Now, this is a time where we can, see that this kingdom is going down. Could we get 2nd Ezra 6 and get Revelation 18. You see that this kingdom is going down, and the Most High is pulling the poles that the foundation that this kingdom stands on, is pulling it away bit by bit. And that's what we're seeing when we look at what's happening around us. 6 and 7.
Yeah, I'm there.
God,
This is a book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first?
It says the end of the first. The first is the kingdom that we're in now. Yeah, this kingdom that we're in, this is the first. Go on.
And the beginning of it that followeth.
And the beginning of it that follows. We've got next. Yeah, that's what that means. Yeah, go on.
Verse 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born.
And this is what all of this is about, really, Jacob and Esau.
That's right.
Esau's trying to gain the blessing that he gave up. Yeah, we didn't steal it. Yeah, when you read the scriptures, it says that Esau sold his birthright, and with the birthright comes the blessing.
Let me read it again. Verse 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
Yeah, I like the way my brother.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. Verse 9.
And this is the symbolic meaning of that, God.
For Esau is the end of the world.
That's the kingdom that we're in now. We're in Esau's kingdom. And like I said, the Most High is pulling away the foundation of this kingdom bit by bit.
That's right.
This is why all these things are happening. The earth is in turmoil.
That's right.
Quickly grab Psalms 82 and 5. Yeah? The earth is in turmoil.
That's right.
Until its rightful rulers are back in place, this earth will continue to be in turmoil. Go on.
For Esau is the end of the world.
That's right.
And Jacob, Yaakov, is the beginning of it that followeth.
That's why we said that we've got next. At the end of that. In the 90s. Now jump down to 57. Because remember, this world was created for us. Yeah.
Or 56 and then 57. So this is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 57. And now, O Lord Yahweh, behold these heathen,
these other nations, go on,
which have ever been reputed as nothing.
And we have to remember that we've got a base people ruling over us.
That's right.
And this is why when you read Psalms 82 and 5, bring that up.
Read it now, read the precept up.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 82 and verse 5.
Yeah.
And it reads, they know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness.
That's right.
All the foundations of the earth are out of course.
It says all the foundation of the earth is out of course. So when they're looking for normality, if the foundation of the earth is out of course, that means that there's never been anything called normal.
That's right.
Yeah, it's only when we're back in the kingdom now with its rightful rulers.
Can you read that one again, please? Read that one again. I want to make a point on that.
Psalm chapter 9. This is the book of Psalms.
59, yeah? Jump to 59, yeah?
Read that one.
Yeah, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 82 and verse 5. And it reads, they know not, neither will they understand.
That's right.
They
Go on.
They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course.
All right, so the reason why the foundation of the earth are out of course, because Esau, like my brother said, Esau is ruling. There is a earth Sabbath.
That's right. That's right.
There is the land Sabbath.
That's right.
Why is that? The land itself has to rest, to replenish, man. But Esau not having the law, not being a spiritual man, Esau being a carnal man, when you give him the power, what's he gonna do? He's gonna turn everything upside down. And that's why sometimes you will see New Year's in Italy, 100 birds fell, or more than 100 fell on the floor.
That's right.
And you will see some fish just
Beach.
come out of
their own self.
come out of, how do you say that? Come out of water.
Yeah.
Just
They
being
beach
dead.
themselves.
They beach themselves out there.
Their own self, yes.
Because Esau is in power. Now I want to read something quickly before you go on.
Of course.
That's all of that is prophecy.
That's right.
That's what people. That's why the Bible says, and knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of your time. When you understand that, you're not really taken back. You're happy because Jake is not, the two-fed Jake is not happy right now. Why? Because he's in bed with the enemy. But we happy because we're like, oh, finally, the
we're
earth,
getting out of it
the
now.
environment, and everything will come into its normal state.
That's
because the ruler that was before, who never knew how to take care of the planet, is now gone. Now, like the brother said, the rightful, we're the righteous people. We ain't gonna do what they did to this earth. We're gonna keep it harmoniously so that the earth can prosper.
That's right.
All right. So yeah, carry on.
Just gonna say, just as like my brother is saying, and if you notice, it looks like World War III is already started.
Oh, definitely.
And you see, like people, when it says about World War III will begin, people's looking for bombs to fall and all this. But you've got to remember, biological warfare is warfare.
That's right.
So you have to bear that in mind. Look at what's happening, and the world is in what's in your call it coherence or cahoots? Cahoots. So if you look at the world, they're in cahoots with this. Everybody is, So and where they're starting? Remember they said the blacks got to be vaccinated first. And
that's right.
You see, that is warfare.
There's
right
many
there.
stages to the war.
Yes.
That's right.
There's many stages to the war. The last stage is when.
Right.
So what the brother says is right. Third World War, which is the third war, has already started.
Yes.
But there's different steps to it.
Yes, different
when
stages.
You see the nuclear, when you see the missile,
final.
that's the end.
Yes.
All right, that's how when Yam say, "I'm done talking."
You're
done talking.
Yeah.
That's when you see them thing. Yeah.
That's the own time stage.
Yeah, I just want to bring one other point. There's a Prussian military strategist called Clausewitz, and he wrote a book called On War. And what he brought out in the book, and all of the generals in the world, they study this book. He brought out that politics is an extension of war.
Oh man.
So I just wanted to bring that out.
Yeah. We can even talk about that, but I'm going to leave it for now. All right. So Genesis 27 and 40. It says, "And by thy sword that shalt thou live, all right, and shalt serve thy brother." But look at this. "And it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion,"
And he's got that
all
now.
right,
Yeah,
that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck.
That's right.
So Esau is ruling only for a time, all right, and also Esau was supposed to rule because Jake was supposed to see how it is to be wicked. So when he gets in his kingdom, he will now be righteous because the Most High is balanced, and the Most High create, day and night, death and life.
That's right.
Light and darkness.
That's right.
So he's gonna make you go through the other side that he created.
That's
what
right.
you're going through. So who manifesting more that spirit of wickedness is Esau.
That's right.
So it's only right that Esau has to rule, so we know what evil is.
That's
so when we in our rightful mind, we will be mindset. We know already what time it is. We know that we're supposed to be righteous because we've been through the evil part. So Esau is only doing what he's supposed to do. Talking about the beast of
the beast of the field,
the mark of the beast, and all of that. Yeah. And after that, when the brother finished, I'm gonna go into Revelation 13. Because this is a very...
That's right.
Because we're always talking about 16 and 17. But I'm going to start from a bit early so that they can understand the beast himself.
That's right.
You know?
Because he is a beast.
Yeah, they can understand that all of that is prophecy. It has to happen. When we talk about the Roman Empire, the Roman Empire was something that was prophesied a long time ago.
Right. That's right.
Right? And it was even saying that what they was going to do, what was the attribute, the character, the personality.
That's right.
And that's what they're manifesting right now.
That's right.
All right?
So it's like, the brothers, he made a good point about the land Sabbath. Now, when Esau is out of power, commandment says Jacob is the beginning of it that follows.
That's right.
So when we're in power now, these land Sabbath will come back. The earth needs a rest. Yeah, and one of the things that's going to happen, this is Isaiah 14 and 7. Says the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon saying, since thou art laid down, no fella is come up against us. Because one thing you have to realize, what Esau does, he goes around, like we get oxygen from trees.
That's right.
So if you're cutting down all the trees on the planet, what's going to happen to the oxygen? It's not going to be as what's the word I'm looking for?
The balance of the air is going to be, of course.
Well, that's what the ecosystem is.
That's right.
There's going to be more carbon dioxide and monoxide than there's air or oxygen.
And that's why people are so bogged down.
That's right.
Because what does he do in the heavens? What does he do? Chemtrails.
That's right.
And Prince, rest in peace now, he said something that's very powerful. He said that before, you know, in LA, that he used the example of LA. LA. He said before in LA, before they started to spread that chemtrail in the atmosphere, people was quiet, man. But since the chemtrail has been appearing, you got arguments, you got people, you got fire, people are more violent. Esau is deep in his wickedness.
That's right. That's right.
And like what the brothers are saying, I mean, and how they add to this wickedness, what they're telling you now, you have to wear a mask over your nose and mouth.
That's right.
And that's now adding to problems.
That's right.
Because number one, the human body wasn't designed to pull oxygen through a mask.
That's right.
Number one. Number two as well, you're breathing with this mask over your nose and mouth. Now, when you're breathing, there's moisture in the air. Now, what builds up a moisture? Bacteria.
That's right.
Now you're breathing that in and out from the inside of your mask. So you're adding insult to injury.
No, it's just like the toxins.
Right.
Yeah. 5 fast a day. When you wake up in the morning, Manila, you will see the stench. That's the toxin. So imagine now, when you having a day, whatever you do, and then you put a mask on, that it comes back in. It doesn't goes out when you got the mask on. So it makes you weak. Actually, that's where the problem lies.
It's degrading your respiratory system.
Yeah.
But I just want to make another point too. Do you know, if you have a car and you block the exhaust pipe, what happens to the car? It shuts down.
Yes.
Right? Because it needs to expel that exhaust fumes. The same thing with our human body. If you block your respiratory system, your body will shut down.
Well, there's a video that's going around where this guy, he's got this meter, and it reads the carbon monoxide, in the air. So it says it's meant to be between 450, 490, something like that. Then he's got a mask on, so he sticks it in the side of the mask. This thing goes up to 9,000.
Wow.
Then he brings out the chart. He brings out the chart and starts to read the different stages. And like, all you're doing is killing yourself slowly.
That's right. That's
So this is what they're doing.
And this is a guideline that they keep pushing, that you must wear it over your nose and mouth.
Yeah.
So, you know, this is the wickedness that they're pushing on us.
But then we're talking about the beast.
Yeah,
You see,
exactly.
that's what our people, they don't understand prophecy. That's why they're following the program.
That's right.
This is the beast that was prophesied. What a beast does, a beast is animalistic.
That's right.
Even when he has a brain, even when it's philosophical, the end thereof is always manifesting in some animalistic way. Meaning, like, look at the war. Look at the war. Yeah, look at the war. They're starting by talking. They don't agree.
That's right.
They use diplomacy.
That's right.
So you think that, like from where I'm from, if there's a problem, we sit down, and even if it's free stages, at the end of the day, we are resolving the situation where we are stopping the violence, basically, by talking, by reasoning. But what does the beast do? The end, the conclusion of the matter is war.
That's
Yeah.
when you just.
Yeah.
Would you believe you just explained the entire book that I quoted? Because what you just said, I read the book. That was the conclusion of the book.
See?
So that's through the Spirit.
Right,
That goes
so
back to the Bob Marley song. Everywhere is war.
yeah, it's war. And that's what Bob Marley say, all laws are illegal.
Absolutely.
He wasn't talking about the law of the Bible.
He's talking about
The
laws
law
of
that
man.
these people created.
That's right.
All right, and we're talking about these presidents now. The American president that was elected. Back in 2005,
3 strikes.
he was talking and he was saying that basically, he was saying to the judge, you rule on that. You mark my word.
That's right. That's right.
There will be a microchip, man.
That's right.
And there will be a brain chip.
That's right.
And he was talking about what's going on right now. So look at this, 2005, we're in 2021 now. The same guy that was talking about it, he's the one that is in office now, and he's the one that will implement. And trust me, look, when we read Revelation 13, we will talk about a lamb that speaks like a dragon.
Right.
And that's the guy, man.
Right.
He represents that spirit because he's all mellow, cool. But if you thought that Trump was worse,
Nah.
you ain't seen nothing yet, man.
And just to point out,
You don't see nothing yet.
this same Biden guy, he's the guy that was instrumental in passing the 3 strikes you're out bill.
That's right.
Which has our people in America in jail for life for sometimes jaywalking,
And who did he do it with?
dropping a piece of paper, opening the mail, some stupid things.
Who did he do it with? Let's read it quickly. Sirach, let me read it. Sirach 25 and 19. Because that girl, what's her name? The vice president.
Kamala Harris.
She locked up so many jakes, right?
he-
It's not even funny.
I'm telling you.
All right?
25 and 19.
Yeah, 25 and 19.
Sirach 25 and 19, it says, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her.
All right? So there's no, you see, we have to know Yahweh, man. Yahweh is not playing. There's a reason why there is a woman as a vice president.
That's right.
Right now.
That's right.
I'm telling you, if it was up for, if a woman had the key to the nuclear bomb, yeah, we would have been the destruction will have happened already.
The emotions, man.
Because the motion, every mouth she has a menstrual. That's enough. You've been around women, you know how when a woman is in a menstrual, how she acts. She's governed by emotion.
That's right.
So this is the type of woman that we, and also with the Maxine, who elaborated, who was the one at the forefront of it? Jake, a black woman, and Eve. The Most High is terrible. Why? Because obviously, ultimately, the judgment of the Most High shall come down on his own people.
That's
Because
right.
he's saying in Amos 8 and 7 that I will not, basically he's recording the wickedness of Jake. And that's why I always say to our people, one thing, the mistake that we made, and I always say that again and again, the mistake we made is to think that we can just live like them other nation, man.
Yeah. Yep.
And look at us now. A lot of us will be partakers of the wrath,
judgment,
of the indignation.
Of the hand-in-hand judgment, yeah.
So that's what the scripture says, isn't it? It says, envy thou not the oppressor and choose none of his ways. So this is I think it's Ezekiel. Hold on, give me a second. Ezekiel 20. Yeah, Ezekiel 20 and 22 says, and that which cometh into your mind shall not be at all, that ye say, we will be as the heathen, as the families of the countries to serve wood and stone. You know what I'm saying? Say, go back to what the brother was saying.
There's another one. I think. Let me check it. Yeah, it's in my note. Let me check that.
That's been the downfall of our people.
So get Psalm 106.
When we came out of
Psalm
Egypt,
106 and 35. It goes into what you say.
when we came out of Egypt, what did the Most High say in Leviticus 18 and 3? It says, learn not the ways of the heathen.
But we learn it because we go out with the woman. A lot of our people are married with the woman and things like that. And that alone is a very big offense to Yahweh. You don't want us to mingle. As nice looking at the art, and let me tell you something, you don't mind they're the beast, man. In bed, they're the beast. They will show you some way.
Beast mode.
You know what I'm saying? Beast mode. But we have to be able to refrain from them things because these are the same thing that will cause a destruction.
And you have to remember that we're a set apart people. So
You
That's
can't
right.
be going and doing certain things.
You
That's
can't
right.
set us apart, but then you want to mingle with these other nations and keep up the same foolishness, because then what makes you separate? You know, what makes you holy?
Because holy means separate.
It means separate. Yeah.
And that's why the church is a big joke.
That's
because
right.
the church, that dude you got, and TDJ was telling, he was talking about us subliminally, and he told one Edomite to get up. Say, you see this guy, what's the difference between me and him? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a difference between, the Most High made a difference between you and him, man.
That's right.
What you're trying to do, you're
That's
trying to
right.
bring us all together and perpetuate the pain. All right? Bring that one before the brother
And
reads.
further the affliction,
Yeah,
man.
further the affliction.
Yeah, this is the book of Psalms 106 and verse 35. And it reads, but we're mingled among the heathen
That's right.
and learned their works.
That's right. That's it. Plain and simple. Okay? We
Exactly
learn the
that.
word. So when someone comes and try
And we
to talk,
reverence in it as
Exactly.
well. That's the worst part.
all right? So when you got someone that don't, like, he's saying that we African and that, he learned the way of the folk pattern of Esau. Because
That's
Esau
right.
is the one who told us that we're African.
That's right.
We're not African.
That's
but you
right.
talk to your brother, it's like, oh, so you're saying you're not African, so you're rejecting. That's why I don't want to read the Bible. No, you don't understand what's going on. You don't want to read your own book saying
That's
that.
right.
But it shows how Esau is not known to be messed with, man. Esau has covered all angle, man.
They put everybody in the same. When you say you're African, it's like everybody is mingled in the same mixing pot. Yeah, you don't make no separation between you and the other nations that's in that land.
Exactly. And that's why the brother we're talking to earlier. That's why I was trying to tell him, listen, I know why you say that we're African, but actually in Africa, there's different people in Africa.
That's right.
You see two black people, but they're not of the same blood.
That's right.
They're not of the same lineage.
And they're not of the same
All
spirit
right. Well,
either.
our people are so lost that. But why? Because he might be thinking that he's a pro-black.
Pro-black,
but actually,
yeah.
His mind is into Esau philosophy.
That's
Definitely,
right.
definitely.
You see how that's what
That's
you know what I'm
right.
saying?
Definitely, yeah.
That's right.
All right. So, but the Most High now had to create a separation, and that's what's happening right now. The whole thing about the mark of the beast. That's why he say, and they will get it on the right hand. Right now, you got people that argue that when you go to Sweden, you got people taking on the left hand.
yeah.
But it's a symbolic when they say
Yeah.
on the right hand. When you want to shake the hand of someone, what do you use?
You use your right
Your right
hand.
hand.
Yeah.
Your right hand means what? Agreement.
It
So
means
you-
agreement.
Yes.
It's like a contract.
It's like
It
a
is a
contract.
contract, yeah.
So when you take the mark of the beast, what do you do? And let me tell you something. The vaccine is one part of the mark of the beast.
That's right. That's
Let's-
the physical
let's-
bit of it.
No, you got a charagma that's coming,
That's right.
but that vaccine is a stage. That vaccine, sorry,
that's the point.
is a stage of the beast, of the mark of the beast.
That's right.
All right. So when you take that, if you take the vaccine now, you will take the charagma.
That's right. That's
All right.
right.
If you take the vaccine now, you will take the charagma.
That's right.
Mark my word, man.
Remember that mark.
All right, yeah. So basically, I know. So basically, this is the time we're living now. A separation has been made. The Most High, He wants to know who is for real. All right. He wants to know who's for real. Will you abstain from Esau? All right, a philosophy, or will you say, you know what, I'm the master? Okay, you going back, yeah?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Shalom, my brother.
Shalom.
Yeah.
Shalom.
Hold it. We almost out of here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Almost out
almost
of
there.
here,
I'll
man.
wait. I'll listen a bit and then I.
All right,
Yeah,
cool,
yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah,
Persevere,
Go on,
persevere. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying right now. It's a separation that's going on. That's why the Bible talks of what? Can someone take it quickly? Revelation 3 and 10. Let's read that quickly. It talks about the hour. Yeah, there's a reason why. An hour is only 60
The
minutes.
book of
Hour is
Revelation,
not forever.
chapter
There's a reason why it's saying the hour.
chapter 3 and verse 10.
Get up.
And it reads, because thou hast kept the word of my patience,
Because thou hast kept the word of my patience.
I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation.
All right, so you know that the patient, the word of the patient, is the keeping of the law and having the faith. Because to have patience is to have faith.
That's
You
right.
ain't gonna have patience if you don't have faith.
That's right.
The reason why you're patient because you have faith that the Most High will come and deliver you.
That's right.
Okay? I'm not wanting the Maxine. I'm going to fight. That's you having faith. That's the word. But where did you get that patience from? From the word. You read it, and he gave you strength and wisdom, patience, and faith. So that's what he's talking about. So he said, because you kept the word of my patience, carry on.
I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation.
I also will keep thee from the hour. I would like to put emphasis, I say emphasis, on the hour. Meaning like it won't be long. All right, it won't be long. There's a period of time. Hold on, the hour of temptation. And the Most High will, because people say like, how are we going to do it? You know, they're going to vaccinate us, they're going to, they're going to do this and do that. No job, no work, no job, no benefit, and this and that. But the Most High is telling you, because you kept my faith, I'm going to take care of you.
That's right.
So, as bad as it looks right now, this is something that we have to go through.
That's right.
And you know the brother's right, because it does look bad. Let's not pretend. It does look bad.
It really looks bad.
It does look bad. When you really sit down sometimes and weigh up things and how things go,
you can even put fear in your
it can give you a discerning spirit. But you know, you have to hang in there. The Most High's got you once you keep doing what He says.
That's right.
Read 2 and 10.
Should I finish this?
Finish it and read 2 and 10.
Yeah. Just a continuation of Revelations chapter 3 verse 10. And it reads, I'll take it from the top again. And it says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee.
Remember, in the scripture it says, in your patience possessing your souls.
That's right.
A lot of our people is going to see the things that's going on, lose patience and faith in the Most High and run to Esau to solve the problem. Yeah. So in doing that, what's going to happen? You're not going to possess your soul. You're going to lose your soul. Yahweh Shai don't tell us who we should fear. Yeah. Don't fear man that can bend up your flesh. Roughly paraphrasing. Yeah. Fear the Most High who can bend up your flesh and your soul.
And also that what that means, it means that it talks of the spiritual power. What is spiritual power? You being able not to eat for 3 days. That's spiritual power. Come on, talk about it, you know what I'm saying? That's spiritual power, man. You even us right now standing bold in the middle of all this even. That's a degree of spiritual power.
That's true.
Having faith.
Having
faith to not bow in that time.
That's right.
Is another form.
It's another form.
Like when we speak about spiritual power, you think about being able to fly and push over
not
trees.
necessarily that.
No,
you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying what you're saying.
Yeah,
Just think that's that, but it might not be it, but it will manifest in other ways.
Our temptation, man, like that no fear spirit. That's another form of spiritual
Listen,
power.
you standing right there, every Saturday preaching like that with boldness, you might not realize it, but you can't do it on your own.
No, no. Trust me.
Just never underestimate, that. That's power. That's power.
I'll tell you this.
That's power.
Since I've been in this truth and I've been going out on the highways, the Most High has made it possible for me every Saturday without fail to be able to come out on. So, like in the world, you'd always get sick or something stopping you from going out.
That's right. That's right.
He's made it possible for me to come out. So that in its own self is a form of spiritual power.
It is a form
Imagine
of
all that time,
him.
3 years,
So it is a form of him showing you that listen, the Most High is showing you. He ain't gonna lay that everything in front of you like that. It's step by step. Alright? He's doing little by little. The more, that's why he said in Isaiah 59 and 19, they will come rolling as a flood, but I will raise up my standard. And I did say that standard means make a way.
That's right.
And escape.
Alright? The Most High ain't gonna make you fly right now. There's no need for you to fly right now. Right? But when the time comes, you might fly.
That's right.
Alright, but will you have faith to be able to fly like
Remember that dream I said I had?
about you.
We was running, like, I don't know what happened. We jumped out the window. Like, there's some gang on the other side because our enemies, and we must have walked in one room and goes, shall we get them? And we said, but we just jumped out the window, and then when we landed, it's like all madness was going off, and we're running down the road, and I said, what are we running for? We're meant to get spiritual powers anyway. I said, Charles, let's go back and get them. And someone said, let's fly up there. So we're running. We just like man could just drop straight on their face.
Exactly, but
it's
you
that
went.
faith.
It's
You know what
a
I'm
leap
saying?
of faith.
Yeah.
That's what the Most High was showing it to you, like in that day.
Yeah.
That's why you have
You
to be
just
crazy.
rely on your faith.
That's why you have to be crazy.
I mean, just like what the brother just said about the Most High giving him, like, be able to come out every Sabbath. And it's true, even like myself.
That's right.
I remember, but yeah,
Lock of this
I know.
of this dog, you know.
Just like myself, I remember,
It's the
like,
pride
you
of
know,
the pride of
last
the
year,
master.
like the year before,
Yes,
last
like
year,
that,
the year
no,
before, like my whole household got ill and they were down with diarrhea, vomiting, or whatever. I was the only one who was fine, and I still managed to come out on the
right,
Sabbath.
yeah, you do
So
work.
just goes to show that, you know, what the brother said.
You know what you said is deep though. That's how I tell my people, my children, my citizens. I know they're not feeling, some of them not feeling it, but I have to give it to them because I say, you don't understand, look. The brother, everyone was sick except him. Could it be that in that time, everyone shall dead, but it will be only you
Sounds
and your
91,
family?
man.
Yeah.
The child's not here, right?
Yeah. Listen, everyone would dead, but you surviving. I remember I had a dream way before I came in the truth. They were firing, you know. I'm hiding behind a wall like that. I'm hiding. They're fighting, they're killing everyone, but I'm the only one surviving. When I came in this truth, I was like, wow, this is actually spiritual power that the Most High was probably showing me.
That was a vision.
There's people that will go through that. And second Ezra, is it 16, 27? No, just hold on to that. Hold on to that.
Yeah, I do. Yes. Yeah.
Second Ezra.
Oh, let me get it.
Second Ezra 16 and 27. Hold the talk.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm having the right thing here. Let me double check about
What's up?
yeah. 27. Second Ezra 16 and 20. Start at 27 and go all the way maybe 28, 29.
It says 2 Ezra 16:27.
Yep.
Says, so that one man shall desire to see another and to hear his voice. For of a city there shall be 10 left, and 2 of the field which shall hide themselves in the thick groves and in the clefts of the rocks. See? Read on. As in an orchard of olives, upon every tree there are left 3 or 4 olives. See? Or as when a vineyard is gathered, there are left some clusters of them that diligently seek through the vineyard. Even so in those days there shall be 3 or 4 left by them that search their houses with a sword. Yeah, and earth shall be laid waste, and the fields thereof shall wax old, and her ways and all her paths shall grow full of thorns, because no man shall travel therethrough.
Because when you watch I Am Legend, what do you think they get it from?
Exactly.
This is real stuff that's coming. Talk about the man with the sword. Who had the sword? Esau.
That's right.
And he's coming to check your yard. He may come and he might not even see your yard, man. He will run through past your yard, but the Most High will find a way to hide you.
Which is the vision of the dream you